Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see, today I'm back with another cute Bali inspired eyeshadow look for you guys. And yeah, I'm really happy on how the look came out. I absolutely love it. This is probably like the best eyeshadow look that I've done thus far in my personal opinion. So yeah, let's get started. So starting off, I'm going to be priming my eye using the Be Perfect Cosmetics eye primer. And I'm basically just going to be blending that in with a flat foundation brush. And then also for today's look, I'm also going to be using 3 different palettes, as you guys can see here. And then starting off with everything, I'm just going to be going into that pretty purple pastel color in the Morphe 35 eye palette. Next, going into the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette, I'm just going to use that pink color, and I'm basically just going to use that to blend into the purple as my transition shade as well. And then I'm just going to be going into that blue and basically adding that onto the tail and also blending that into the pink as well to kind of give like that nice like ombre type effect. Then going into the Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival XL palette, I'm just going to be using the shade Wasted, and I'm going to use that to blend into my crease. Next, I'm going to be using that same eyeshadow primer that I just used earlier, and I'm going to also use that to cut my crease as well. Then moving back into the Morphe 35 eye palette, I'm going to be going in with that pretty pink color, and I'm basically just going to place that all over my lid. And then I'm also going to be going and using the shade, I forget what the shade was called because my finger was covering it, to be honest, but it's basically that pretty pink color. And then I'm just going to be moving on to my face, and I'm going to be using the Milk Cosmetics Hydro Grip Primer to prime my skin. And then also for foundation, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation. And if anyone was wondering, in this foundation, I am in the shade 350. So first I'm just going to buff that in with my foundation brush from Juno & Co. And then I'm also just going to use a beauty blender as well to kind of help blend that in. Next, moving on to concealer, I'm just going to be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer in the shade 150 Natural Sand. And I'm basically just going to put that in all the areas I usually highlight my face. So underneath my eyes, my chin, the bridge of my nose, between my eyebrows / forehead. I'm not trying to do too much on the forehead because my forehead's huge, guys. Like, I'm not trying to like highlight that even more. So that's why I usually tend to have it a little bit lower. But of course, I like to blend out the concealer underneath my eyes lash just to make sure the concealer gets tacky a bit before I blend it out, just so I have more coverage. Next, going in with my setting powder, I'm just going to be using the Fenty Beauty Banana Powder, and I'm just going to place that in all the areas that I just put my concealer. Like, guys, this banana powder is definitely worth the price. Like, look how smooth my skin looks. Like, I'm just so in love. It's just so amazing. Like, definitely cop it. I think it was like $30, so that's not really that bad. But then I'm going to be going in and bronzing my face with the Maybelline City Bronzer. I know it looks a hot mess, but guys, I've dropped that bronzer so many times, and I honestly do not understand how or why that has happened, but unfortunately it did. So I actually do need to go out and buy another one because this is probably my ultimate favorite bronzer to use. And then to contour my nose, I'm just going to be using the Wet n Wild contour palette type thing. Again, I forget what that was exactly called, but you guys can see what it looks like. And then going into blush, I'm just going to be using the Wanderness Dusk Till Dawn palette from Wander Beauty. And then moving back into my eyes, I'm just going to be using some black eyeliner from NYX, and I'm basically just going to use that on my waterline. Looking back, I think I should have just used like a white eyeliner to kind of make the overall look pop more, but nonetheless, I think it still turned out pretty good. Then going back into the Carnival XL palette, I'm going to be going back into that shade Wasted again. And I'm basically just going to blend that along my lower lash line and kind of help blend it into the black as well. And then I'm just going to be going in with my Sephora Micro Smooth powder, and I'm basically just going to set the rest of my foundation. And then also kind of blend that into where I put my concealer as well, just to kind of give everything a nice even blend and make it seem more seamless. And then I'm just going to be using the shade Fair Play in the Carnival XL palette as well for my highlight. And then last but not least, my lips. I'm going to be using the NYX Cosmetics pencil liner in the shade Downtown Beauty, and I'm basically just going to use that to line my lips. And then for lipstick, I'm going to be going in with the Milani lipstick in the shade I Am Smart. And then of course, to finish everything off, I'm just going to be using my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Like, to this day, this is probably like my favorite setting spray to use. But yeah guys, that's pretty much finishes up the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl down below for more content, and I will definitely see you guys in my next one.